Hey guys! So yeah, I've since my last video I have done 2 acting lessons, so I actually didn't get a chance to tell you my experiences on the first one, but that's alright because not too much happened on the first one, and yeah, so it's fine. So basically, I learnt more about what the technique is. I was very nervous actually going into it. Like when I woke up I was like, felt like I was going into like an exam room, even though I don't really get too nervous over exams, but yeah, I just felt like probably what most people would feel like going into an exam. Anyway, basically the technique is the Meisner technique, which is a specific acting technique based on repetition. At this stage I don't really want to talk too much about like what I'm learning, but more about how I feel and how I felt about the experience so far. Maybe in the next video I will tell you more about it. I've got a book about it and everything, and a journal provided by the acting school, but I don't know if I want to show too much about that because I don't know if they really want people giving away their like details yet. Anyway, I walked into the class and it's a 3-hour class, and there are actually a fair few people in the class, around about I'd say 25 to 30 people, so that was pretty daunting. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't even know where the room is. I just kind of walked in and I was like, hey, is this the beginner class? And someone was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And it was actually a room with a, like, there was a stage, a theatre, a small prop room, and they had like chairs going up, so it looked pretty official and professional. And I didn't really expect that. I kind of expected like this smaller room. Yeah. And then when the class actually started, it was just like one person after another doing their thing straight off the bat, and I was like, hey, wait, how do they know what to do? Because the students themselves were actually like acting in front of everyone. And I was like, fuck, like, was I supposed to come prepared and, I don't know, with some experience? Because this was obviously my first class I'd ever done in my life. And yeah, and then I learnt about halfway through actually that the beginner class has a few stages within the class, levels should I say, and I think there's about like 11 levels or so, and some of these beginners were like, had already progressed through most of the beginner stage, and so the class actually had a bunch of beginners who are all at different stages of the beginner stage. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that makes sense. So in a way that was daunting because like the people who were further along the beginner stage were, in my eyes, really good and confident and like creative or whatever. Like I know after I do it for a lot more time, they won't, like, I'll get to see the flaws and like, you know, but since I'm new, they were like, holy shit, like how am I supposed to do that? Anyway, when it was my turn to go up, I was actually the last one to go up, and yeah, like I said, there was like 25 or so people to wait through. And then when it was my turn to go up, I was like, oh shit. But it ended up being okay, because I'm obviously going to start at level 1 of beginner, and basically all that is noticing. The exercise for me at this stage is to notice the first thing that comes to my mind when I look at something or a person, and then the idea behind that is to kind of get rid of your thinking and rely on your instinct. So when you, it's kind of the thing like the game where you look at a picture and then you say the first word that comes to your mind. You can't think about it, but that's the fun of it. And yeah, that's what this kind of technique, I'm pretty sure, is kind of trying to get at. And Yeah, so that's actually what drew me to the class when I was looking it up. I wanted to practice instinctive behavior because I'm like the kind of person who thinks in their head all the time, and I'm not even unhappy about it, like I'm not, but it's still something I'd like to like balance out a little bit, and I'm hoping that by doing this class I can help that. So yeah, and that actually brings me to another point. I'm not doing this class to be like an actor at all, really, or professional actor. Um, a lot of the people in the class are actually trying to become actors and have had acting experience in other acting schools, and that also is daunting because they have more, I guess, motivation, or like, yeah, they've got more time, I guess, even. Because I'm also doing uni and a bunch of other hobbies, like I play guitar and I work as well. And yeah. Can you see me? Alright, I think you can see me. The camera cut out, but I basically said everything I wanted to. I just wanted to add in a quick thing. Basically, after the first class, I felt like I was like, what have I signed up for? Honestly, because I was nervous and I kind of didn't think I would be cut out for it, and I was like, man, you know, I've got 9 classes to do, and I didn't really know how I was going to get through them, and I'd already paid the money, so there's no way I'm going to like not do it, because yeah, what a waste of money. But one of my friends, my best friend Liam, he like, I asked him if he'd like help me rehearse, and he did, and it helped like so much. So, and this was after the second class, and I just feel tons better about it. Like I can actually like progress and just enjoy it. So yeah, thanks Liam. And yeah, that's all I want to say. I'll probably end the video now because it's probably going to cut out again, because this is a new camera and I didn't have a SD card, memory card to put in, so like I've ordered a new one, and this is just like a 4GB one, and it had a bunch of other junk on it, so I didn't realize I could only film like 6 minutes worth of footage. So yeah, so stay tuned for my next acting class, which will be my third one.